Hey guys, welcome back. We're tuning something really nice today, but before we get to that, a couple updates. Vang's done. Everything is completed. We got the new manifold. That's a JMF drag. We upgraded the injector to the 2150s. We're doing dual pumpers, forward-facing, Morrison fabrication at 105 Zona. So it's gonna make some good power. We had a good run on the dyno with Steph's car. Everything seems fine. The car just wants to make power, but it's the clutch kind of started acting funny around 600 horses, and I wasn't even leaning on it. But since then we got, Eric's engine is done. We're gonna be putting it in next week. That's his car. But Steph, we got him on the dyno, and he made like 6, and then the clutch was just like the pedal just, felt so spongy. And he has the ACT twin disc, which I had some issues with. Not this is the first car, but I would say out of the 6, 7 cars we put him in, 2 of them had issues. So I would be careful before anyone uses that clutch. As far as this shop goes, we're not promoting that. We're telling people to use the Exedi instead. That car is going to be tuned next week as well. This is a 6266 or 6466. Getting it's a built motor and everything, getting it tuned, Scott's car. But today we're tuning this one. This is a track car. And this is your shop car or your personal car? It's a pretty good setup. I just drove it, and it's just, considering what kind of turbo it has, the drivetrain is smooth, everything is just, very livable, I think, right? And you have a G4 Link ECU. And that's what we're tuning. What kind of turbo is that?
It's the new EFR 76 or 7064. We went down.
What'd you have before?
7670.
Okay. And you do track it. This ain't just for show. You actually track the car. Yeah.
Track than show.
Just show you. It's a beautiful engine bay too.
It's a bit dusty this year.
That's dusty. You got to see my car. All right. This turbo, like I wasn't even leaning on it. There's no wastegate, nothing. It was just on just like that. But you have the magnets, and you're only tuning this on 93. I did recommend, go with flex. It'll be much safer, especially if you're tracking it, and you have the, I guess the freedom of just putting anything in there, right? It'll just calculate on its own. So we're
To that point.
today we are tuning only 93. And what's your power goal?
Well, I guess drop it down to 500.
Okay.
Keep it the 500 marker.
Okay, around 510, something like that. And tell us a little bit about your shop, because you used to come to the other one with, whoever, and used to use our dyno.
Yeah, previous tuner, never had a tuner in-house, so we always had to contract it out.
Right.
But yeah, the main shop is everything from car audio to tracking cars and performance routine maintenance. Originally formally started audio, and then passion was racing.
Yeah.
Merged the two together, and it's just been that way since 2001 is when
Wow.
I started.
Where's your shop located?
Libertyville,
Illinois.
Sorry, Libertyville, Illinois. So it's basically between the city and Wisconsin.
And who should they ask for? Somebody calls or whatever.
Well, me is Andy. I'm pretty much the only guy that's going to grab that phone.
So you heard it. And reach out to Andy. But let's start tuning right now. So this is a Link G4, not the G4X, but it still has very robust boost control system. As you can see from the graph that the boost kind of picked up towards the end, I just had a very linear boost controller, which is wastegate set up. But this is very, very robust. So now I'm going to go back and use all the different intricate boost controller system that they have to just get his boost and line in the curve a little better. So using the staged boost controller, I was able to flatten out the curve, or get a curve that I actually prefer. And now I'm going to start increasing the boost. The reason why we went down on power is because the boost now is running 18 instead of 24 as the previous run did. So we hit 28 pounds at the beginning, but then it tapered down to 25 to 24 by redline. And this is a 70-64, and he used to have a 76-70 before. It's like going from a FP black to an FP green. Matter of fact, the 70-64, which he has right now, flows around 56 pounds per minute, which is very close to the FP green. Considering that, is making pretty good power. So this is him running 100% wastegate duty, and we're hitting still like 24, 25 up top. I just added a little bit of more timing. The turbo is just too small and just out of efficiency. He's just running out of breath at this point. My suggestion would be to just upgrade to a larger turbo. I'm going to adjust the timing just a little bit and go for one last run and see what it does. So he basically maxed out his wastegate. This is 100% duty cycles, and the timing isn't too crazy. I couldn't run really all that timing because he does track the car. I also kept it a little rich just for the same reason, just to keep it safe, because I know a track event he will beat the hell out of this car. To recap, this is an EVO 8. He has S2 cams, built bottom end. He tracks his car. Standard size valves, but he had all the headwork done, not ported. This is a EFR 7064, I think, which is comparable to the FP Green. The reason why he went from a larger turbo to this is because he wants the response.
But I personally feel the setup wasn't right. He could have gotten much more out of it. I typically do not use that many Borgwarner turbos. The options that are available on the market for stock locations just way too many for me to actually switch to something like that. And also he's using a Link G4 ECU, which I love. It has a lot of tuning features and a lot of add-ons that I really like, and it's a plug and play. That's the best part of it. So those of you who are thinking about getting one, do not hesitate. Matter of fact, a Link, AEM Infinity, Haltech, they will all get the job done. And you can also reach out to us if you need any help with that. But tuning this car was a great pleasure. It was great talking to Andy, another adult. But it was we connected on many different points. He's a sweetheart. Hope to get him back and help him through his journey. And he's not trying to be a hero or anything, but he knows exactly what he wants, which makes it a lot easier, or I would say a lot more pleasurable, or gratifying to be able to work with someone who knows exactly what he wants. It's not about the numbers for him, but it's the way the car feels, the way it responds and everything. But he knows what he wants because he knows the car. He will be back maybe with an upgrade or whatnot, and then we will retune on Flex, because I feel anyone who's going to track the car should be on E85 at least. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, we have some great videos coming, some really interesting. Do subscribe, it does help. And I'll see you next time.